Hello, second grade, and welcome to our religion lesson today about the Beatitudes. The Beatitudes are wonderful promises given to us by Jesus at what's called the Sermon on the Mount, which a sermon is him telling truth and sharing the words of the gospel, and on the mount means he was on top of a mountain, being able to proclaim to everyone. The Beatitudes are really cool and special because it tells us the actions we can do here on earth and the promises that God has in store for us because of those actions. So we're going to read through them, and I'm going to try to fit them all on my wall. We'll see how that works. And I want to know in the comments below at the end, which of the Beatitudes is your favorite? Which one do you think you show the best, and which one do you think you could work on the most? So let's dive right in. So blessed are the poor in spirit. This is the action that we have. And you say, the poor in spirit, don't you want to be rich in spirit? Poor in spirit means that we're humble, that we're able to know that we can't do everything on our own, that we need God's help and support. So if you realize that, oh, I'm not all powerful, I can't do everything, and that you need God, yours is the kingdom of God. Because if you realize you need God's help, God will be there for you. So we're going to tape this. Our next one is, blessed are those who mourn. Blessed those who mourn. Mourning means you're sad. Usually you hear that word if someone has died and you say, oh, they're mourning them. It means they're very sad for them. For those who are sad, God will always be there. So the promise is, if you're sad here on earth, you will be comforted. That means God will always be there to make us feel better and to help us out. So let's put those on the board. Next we have blessed are the meek. Now meek means that you are willing to say yes, that you're kind of, people think more quiet and shy, but it doesn't really mean quiet and shy. It means that you kind of take a step back and you're willing to be a good listener. I always think of Mary was meek. Mary was one of the strongest women I know, the mother of God, but she was meek because she was always willing to listen to God and to say yes. So blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. And what that means is if you're listening, you'll be able to obtain or get all those promises that God has in store, because we see when he's trying to talk to us. I needed two for this one, it's kind of long, the action part. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. So it's not talking about being physically hungry or thirsty. It goes, oh, I'm so hungry, I need food. No. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, are the people who crave God like they crave food. Where the feeling you get when you're so hungry is the feeling you get if you haven't seen or felt God in a while. You hunger and you thirst for righteousness, which means being filled with God. So if you hunger and thirst for him, you will be filled. And remember, it's not being filled with food, it's being filled with God's love. Our next action is, blessed are the merciful. So merciful is being able to show love and forgiveness to everyone. And sometimes it's easy to be merciful, it's easy to show love, especially to people who are our friends or our family and we care about very much. But there are some people it's hard to show mercy to. Sometimes it's hard to show that to our enemies. But if you're being able to show mercy to everyone in your life, God will help you. And it says, for they shall obtain mercy. He'll give you the ability to show mercy even when it's hard. All right. Our next beatitude is, blessed are the pure of heart. Now the pure of heart doesn't mean you're perfect, but it means that you are keeping your heart clean. You're staying away from sin. You're going to confession. You're trying your best to be surrounded by good so your heart can reflect that good. So that's the action. And the promise that God has is, for they shall be called the children of God. So you will be a child of God if you live in a way where your heart is clean and that you are striving for good every day. Our next beatitude is, blessed are peacemakers. A peacemaker is someone who makes peace. A peacemaker is someone who makes peace. Somebody who can maybe help solve an argument, or to help friends forgive each other, or help even those who are sad and lonely. And it's also a similar answer to the one of blessed are the pure of heart, for they're the children of God. This one is the peacemakers, for they will be called the children of God. Children of God are those who extend God's mercy to those in the world. So if they're keeping your hearts clean and pure, and if you're bringing peace to others, you're bringing God to the earth. And our last one is a little long, so I'll get it ready for us. Blessed are those who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness. So let's break that down. Persecuted means people are angry at you or fight with you or turn away because they don't like that you are filled with God. Righteousness is being filled with God and being able to show that. And some people don't like that. And you're able to still show love and kindness in that. So people who are persecuted for righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of God. And that final promise means if you stand up for that, stand up for righteousness and what you believe in, then you're promised the gift of heaven. So those are the Beatitudes. I think I got them all on the wall, but if not, I'll have them written down below. But which one do you like the most? Which one do you think represents you the best? And which ones do you want to work on in your life? So these are the Beatitudes. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time.